Like the first time, not smoking weed, but when I had friends that were smoking weed in like grade 4 and grade 5, but we went to these the dirt jumps down right by McCammon there, back by the dike, whatever.
Sure.
But they had this tall thin grass. I'm not sure what it was. It just had like a hole in it.
Is it grass?
It's a different type of grass. I don't know what kind.
Long grass?
Maybe long grass. I assume it's. I don't know what it is, but you could light it, and you could light the end of it, and it would stay lit, and you could smoke it.
Oh,
so
God.
we started smoking grass. We'd go after school. We'd be like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna go smoke grass," and we'd have different people that would show up and like smoke weed, and we'd be chilling with them while we smoked the actual grass.
That's so cringe.
It's so bad.
But the thing is I knew people that did shit like that too on my side of town. Like there was
they came over. I know them. That's how I knew your school.
Those are my boys. It's like I remember like I used to hang out with these guys and they lived in the same area. I lived like on the other side. Like if the school's in the middle, those three lived over here and I lived on this side of school. But I would go over there all the time to hang out with them. And they said that they found a new fort, a little hideout. And I'm like, all right, cool. And like we're in like grade 5 or grade 6 at the time. And so I go over there and they show me it and they're like, yo, check it out. We call them Towleys. Shout out to the stoner Towley from South Park. That's why they named it Towleys. And I'm like, what's a Towley? And so I'm pretty sure it was like, I don't know, like a rubber tree or something or what. But it was just like this like weird, I mean.
Was it tall grass? Fucking asshole.
But it was like a plant, but it was like had a hollow core, and so
that's exactly what I was talking about.
You described that as grass? Are you fucking stupid?
I don't know. It's the
Have
same
you ever
shit.
seen grass? I'm talking about like a stalk of a plant.
I don't know. Maybe it's different.
Well, anyways, it was like a little straw. It was the same idea. Maybe it was the
same thing. Probably.
Kyle's just an idiot by calling it grass, but whatever.
Yeah, it's all green. But
yeah, they were smoking them too, and I'm just like looked at them, and like in my head, I'm like, cigarettes are gross. They smell terrible. My sister smoked, and I'm like, weed is the devil. And I'm just like, I don't know if I'm into that yet. I'm not ready to make that decision. But I'm like, I'm looking at them and I'm like, this is neither of those things. What the fuck are they doing?
There's no there's no downfall. You're just smoking something. You just look cool without having any of the negative side effects.
I'm just like, I'm watching them struggle with it. Because it's not like they know how to smoke yet. And I'm just like,
just trying to light the lighter.
I'm just like, what are they doing? And then like, one of them almost started a small fight. Here's the thing. The hideout, it wasn't like yours was like down by the slough or whatever, right? Yeah. This was somebody's hedges between houses. This was not even like in some remote area. This was
come into my office.
This is like we left their house, went 3 houses down to this guy's house, and there was a hole in his hedges, and we snuck into his hedges and we were hiding in the bush. That's it. We're just thinking, not even.
I just like when you're saying that and like the fire thing, like for some reason, like at that age, like we used to always play fire, but it was always in bushes. Like it was always in the mid, like
the worst place.
We kind of did the same thing that the whole. I'm sure everybody went through it. The axe and the lighter, where you have a flamethrower.
Oh yeah.
And you start shooting at like spider webs, and you get this and you get that, and then the bush starts catching. And you're like, oh, that was not expected. How did I know that I would catch a bush on fire when I had a fucking flamethrower on it? You gotta like throw it down, hope nobody saw it.
Oh man, axe flamethrowers were hilarious, but like people were like pretty ignorant about.
There were people fucking up their like blowing up their hands. But this was before the internet was popping, so nobody really paid attention.
Well, I remember some kids, like, straight up just, like, it would be, like, their funny thing to do was to, like, flamethrower you. Like, it's like, haha, I got you. It's like, dude, get the fuck out of here. But I just remember, like, they almost lit, like, it just, I could see in my simple grade 5, grade 6 mind, I could see fire, open flame, in a bush. Like, I'm literally in a bush right now. This doesn't seem like a good idea.
No.
And then, so eventually they got to the point where they're like, you know, passing it. And I'm sitting here and I'm just like, nah, man, I'm good. Like, I wasn't about it back then either. I was like, this is weird. I don't know what you're putting in your mouth. Like, did someone's cat piss on this? I wouldn't know. Would you?
Yeah, we're just straight up going to a random dirt pile and pulling it out like, there we go.